Welcome everybody to the Bunch of Goofs podcast. Here's our host, Asian Fasha Gamer, and his co-hosts, Odacia and Hey I'm Chef. And together they are the Bunch of Goofs.
Well, hey there, everybody. I just wanted to remind y'all that Bunch of Goofs is recorded in front of a live audience during a live cast on Twitch.
Your face goes live.
Your face goes live yourself. Alrighty then everybody, welcome to another Bunch of Goofs livecast podcast. Thank you all so much for joining us. I really do appreciate all of y'all. What are we going to be talking about? What are we going to be doing? I have absolutely no idea. But either way, I appreciate y'all and thank you so much for submitting for the channel points to the challenge of making Fasha dance.
Yeah.
So let's start this off about talking about our weekends. I want to hear about Oda's because I know Oda's got some exciting things to talk about.
Okay, my wife and her eldest niece are both born on the same day.
Fun.
So we always go down for her birthday. And she really likes Star Wars. And I accidentally got her the perfect gift because I got her the Naboo Starfighter from The Mandalorian.
Ooh.
Set. We actually sat down. We did presents in the morning, and we spent the afternoon building it. I helped her build it.
Aw.
Ooh, how did you take any pictures of it done?
Nope.
Aw.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah,
Why you hate us?
Why I know, right?
Why you hate us?
Right? And also, Minimoto TV and Fenwit, welcome to the podcast. I appreciate y'all being here early. And y'all here on TikTok, thank you so much for being here and for the likes and views and the support. But of course, if you do want to join in on the conversation and the fun, we are live on Twitch at Asian Fasha Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. Link is in my bio just to make it easier for you. And we are doing a live cast podcast known as a Bunch of Goofs that we do every single Monday. With my buddy Oda and my buddy Chef.
We also went shopping somewhere, and I got something that you both will appreciate.
Oh, and thank you so much for
Hold
those
on, I gotta
gift
pull
subs.
Discord back up to see this.
Dude.
Oh, you fucker! I want it! Send it to me. It's mine.
You lucky son of a bitch. Are you gonna build it and like post pictures? Cause you gotta.
He's pushed to talk, remember? So. Oh, he's already started.
He's already.
Oh,
Oh.
it's done.
Oh, that's badass.
I realized after it's a snap together, not a glue.
Oh, okay.
So it's an MPC Snap It.
MPC
Chef,
Snap
Amazon, $25.
It was what?
Amazon, $25. But my wife, who's really good at finding crafting supplies, is actually going to find me some acrylic paint. And I'm going to paint this. Because right now, would you like to know what this makes me think of?
Hmm.
A dildo.
This is Chef's Mando cosplay ship. It's as white as his armor.
Listen here.
You with your Stormtrooper white.
It's not Stormtrooper white. It is flat white. Stormtroopers are gloss white.
Okay.
I will say though, tell me this would not fit perfectly with the theme you've got going.
Add some black to it, and yeah, totally.
Hell yeah.
But I'm going to paint it gray and add some dark blue accents.
Oh, that'll look nice.
This is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
And I'm actually taking all of the stickers off and just going to paint the stickers on.
Okay. I mean, it works better for longevity.
Yeah.
Except for the little decal ones, which I'm going to put on there because I don't plan on using a 20 times magnifying glass and an Etch-a-Sketch.
I mean, for those, like, for the stickers, just so any of the model makers out there know, there is a setting spray that you can use. It's essentially just a clear coat that you can use to spray over all of your model kits once you're done decorating them to make sure that any of the stickers or the painting that you put on there stays on.
I actually know where to buy that. They sell them in spray cans.
And it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I actually have a concrete variant of it that I'm using because I got myself a cement Chewbacca.
Ooh. So,
Say
About
cement
2 feet
chewy?
tall.
I was about to say, I was about to
Yeah,
ask
you
how
say
tall it was.
2 feet tall, pure cement statue of Chewbacca.
Jealous.
Fuck you, I want it!
So jealous.
Yeah, let me just say, my wife and Faja's wife were the same way. My wife looked at me when I saw that, and she's like, "Do you want it? Yes, get it. But get it. Okay." Because she knew how much I wanted it. It was the B-wing, the new, it was the new TIE fighter or the new X-wing, and I'm like, I have to get my B-wing, not from the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wanted my B-wing. That just made it better for me.
Right on.
I mean, the old B-Wing's better in my opinion anyway, so...
you like
Yeah,
the way
that is the first.
I know, that's what I'm saying. The old one is better in my opinion.
And once I get that all painted up, it's gonna be all kinds of fun. I just wish I could get a second pod for the tail,
Yeah,
because then you know what that is, Chef.
of course I know. But explain it to the people that don't.
Yes. Let everybody.
I
That
am-
would be the prototype with the miniature Death Star laser on it that takes out a cruiser.
Yeah. You know, the thing that they retconned back into existence.
But it was awesome because Hera was a badass flying that ship.
Sabine,
Hera's a-
too.
Yeah, yeah. Hera and Sabine
Hera flew,
are both...
Sabine fired.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because part of the reason they stopped using that design is they didn't have that many pilots, so having a ship that required 2 pilots
Sucked.
working in unison was another reason why. Was too difficult, so they decided to stick to the 1 pilot method, and that and energy costs prevented them from including the weapon on all of them.
Yeah.
They still should have kept on a couple of them, though, because that would have been one hell of a surprise.
Right. Now,
Surprise, motherfucker!
one thing to you, Sussman, you asked me for some advice for a 21-year-old male. You know what? My number 1 piece of advice for you is live. Live your life. Don't consider anybody else's opinion about what you want to do. Go find what you want to do in life because you're young and you have that chance right now. It's scary not knowing where you're going to be going, but that's also one of the most thrilling things about growing up. You
I would
gotta stop
suggest considering what the law
everybody
says
else
about his life.
and start doing what you want to do. What?
I would consider. I would suggest considering what the law has to say about his life, because you can't go do everything that you want to do.
I would think that should be just automatically there within the consideration.
Really?
Yeah, I love having a wife who also now watches Euphausia.
Oh shit!
And she hasn't been using her channel points.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
and
that's
thank
what-
you so
that's
much
what I was
for
gonna
that
do.
gift sub. I really do appreciate it, Minimoto TV. You're fucking amazing. What were you gonna do?
Nothing.
You cheating son of a bitch with your backup account to contribute to that challenge.
I am not. Listen, that backup account is now bankrupt. Okay,
Damn. I find it.
I've got 326 points left on it.
I really do appreciate it though. It does lift my heart that you guys care enough to want to see me make an absolute fool of myself.
Hey, Faja, did you remember what I told you I was going to do if you did that?
Yeah, you're gonna join me in making a fool.
I'm not.
And Chef has to join us too.
Nope.
Why not?
Because
what?
If you ask someone to do something that you yourself are not willing to do, you should never ask them to do it.
that's fine.
But come on,
That's your philosophy, old man.
come on.
If I want him to make an ass out of himself, I'm going to suggest him making an ass out of himself. Wait, that way on your screen.
Yeah.
That way. But still, I make an ass out of myself on the daily.
So you could do a little dance.
So do I.
I'm not going to make a little love either.
Hey, Chef, you can do this. Okay?
Ella, did you get the reference?
Yes. Get down tonight.
Get down tonight.
Get down tonight.
We're all a bunch of fucking idiots.
That's why we're the Goofs. That's why we're here.
So what about your weekend, Alan? If Oda's done with his.
Yeah, the rest of it was just spending time spending time doing some puzzles. My other niece, I got to see 2 of her volleyball games, and she won both of them.
Nice.
Heck.
I knew you said she won the one. I didn't know about the second one.
Yeah, I actually forgot how much I liked volleyball.
Well, either way, congrats to her for winning. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep. And now I'm done. Go ahead, next.
Alan.
Yeah, so my weekend was productive and frustrating at the same time. I'm almost done with the first chapter for the book that I'm writing, thanks to a little bit of help from Chef here.
Stop giving me credit for shit.
No, stop doing shit.
Doing shit. Pepsi.
Fuck both of you.
I
Fine.
think some other people might have a problem with us stepping on that particular toe.
Fine. You know what, Alan? You know what? I want credit then.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna get credit.
And yes, Oda, I heard your joke. It was funny. That's why I started laughing.
Yes.
And then I decided to harass Alan.
As you continuously.
Anyway, you wrote part of a book.
Yeah, so I wrote the first. I'm almost done with the first chapter. I just needed at least a few more pages to describe the characters. Now, another thing that happened, which was the frustrating part of this weekend, was my computer took shit. Why? Because Microsoft is stupid in how they code their updates. Like, I really just want to go up to Bill Gates and punch him in the dick 4 times for this. Because
He's not in charge of it anymore.
I don't
Yeah, I know,
care.
right?
He built it.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do you have a problem with your iPhone? Do what about being in charge? And then I'll make my joke.
I said, when Bill Gates was in charge, it actually worked better. I'm not saying it was perfect, but comparatively, it was better.
I guess there's true.
Yes. But no, what I was gonna say is, the fuck kind of logic is that? Are you gonna go dig up Steve Jobs and kick him in the fucking bony taint because most of it's gone because your fucking iPhone fucked up?
No, I'll go kick Steve Wozniak. He's still alive.
Are you gonna go beat up George Lucas for the sequel series?
No, I'm gonna go kick the fucking CEO of Disney at the time, who made all of the worst decisions possible.
It was a combination.
George Lucas that wrote it originally. By your
Yeah, exactly.
logic, you have to go beat up George Lucas.
No, because
That's
George Lucas did the good part.
No, but by your logic, it's not the
But, yeah.
person that made the mistake. It's the
No,
person
my
that
logic
founded
is the person who
idea.
created the problem.
No, it's not.
Yeah?
No.
You said that
Because
You
that's the
said
thing,
Bill
though.
Gates started the
That's-
company.
Yeah, and Windows has always been a problem.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it
No,
has.
no.
Windows 90,
Windows
Windows 95 and Windows.
Windows 95
Windows
and
ni-
Windows
Windows-
98 were where it
Windows is
stopped
awesome.
being good. Windows ME, which is where
X-
Bill Gates was still part of the company, was a bunch of shit. And he's also the one that pushed into from Windows ME to Windows 2000. And that was also a giant piece of shit. And he was also the one that contracted McAfee.
I like Windows
It was a
XP.
really solid operating system.
Yeah, I agree with Oda on this one. XP was fairly solid and it was actually easy to use.
I would disagree.
Code, not so much.
That's where I would disagree.
Code, not so much.
That's what I was using Windows ME for and XP for.
Coding?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. I am not going to make that joke and be one of your TikTok trolls.
Go fuck yourself. You son of a bitch.
With how he is, I think the hand motion might hurt him.
Yeah. My ribs are killing me.
You fucking
We need to get a little counter for the middle fingers.
Yeah, get a little Krillin owned counter going on, but it's fucking middle fingers going. Bing!
But yeah, so I had to deal with that shit, and had to fucking... I went through 4 hours of troubleshooting, because I didn't realize the problem was so simple that it was 3 update packets, or 4 update packets, that sent halfway. And that's what caused it to fuck off. 4 hours later, I fucking fixed
That
it.
never happens with Windows.
All I needed to do was actually just load it in safe mode to make and re-upload. I'm sorry, uninstall and reinstall those updates for everything to be fine. I was sitting here the entire time thinking that it was my GPU or my motherboard or one of my hard drives that overheated.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
You know what? As somebody who has to troubleshoot technology for a living, do you want to know how many times unplugging it, waiting 2 minutes, and plugging it back in fixes the problem?
Oh, it fixes it like 95% of the time. Like
Yeah.
it's insane. It's because
And
people...
of that 5%, 95% of that is checking to see if there's a loose cord.
Yeah. No, it's because when you unplug it like that, it forces it to completely shut down in the middle of doing whatever it wants, and then it goes, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be doing that."
Yep. It's essentially...
No, that's not why it works.
I mean, well, you're essentially removing all of the leftover power inside if you do it right. You remove the power, and then you hold the power button.
Memory.
What
What you're
about
doing
memory?
is you're purging the volatile memory, and the volatile memory, the RAM, is where that problem is. And it takes 2 minutes for the RAM to completely discharge, and once it's completely discharged, that problem's gone.
Still, nowadays it still takes 2 minutes.
I haven't checked the time in years, but you know what? I use equipment that goes from 1 year old to 30 years old, so I just kind of stick with the golden rule.
Yeah, I can see that.
So when it comes to the hardware process of that, I'm almost certain that it's a failsafe they put in there that works with the power supply that keeps certain processes running even when the power is off or when the power supply is unplugged, because there's residual power. So it's essentially to make sure the computer doesn't burn out on its own.
And also, capacitors hold a charge.
That's true, that too.
Yeah, I always...
Ever-
Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say, I always thought that letting it dissipate like that was because it was a built-in system for, like, if you lose power and your battery backup that you have doesn't automatically kick on, it gives you a minute, so that way you don't lose everything.
Nope, that's not it either. It's
But-
literally just a product of its design, and it's with all DC power supplies. In order to make the DC power, you have to use really big, powerful capacitors that
Giggity.
store a lot of energy.
I'll show you something.
And part of what they use it for, is to smooth out the line to make DC a solid line, so it's direct current.
Yeah.
And because it's so much wattage, and it's so for that voltage, those capacitors, until they discharge, keep outputting a little bit of voltage until they're completely drained.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that takes away the magic, but you are talking to an electronics technician.
Why'd you take away my magic? Disney's not real, is it?
Well, actually, it was Wizards of the Coast that I just kicked in the tank.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody kicks wizards in the coast in the tank, so it doesn't matter.
Well, considering what they did to D&D,
Yeah. And
Don't even-
there's a reason
don't-
why Larry...
don't even get me
said
started.
Bye. We're done with your shit.
go ahead. The day after, like 1 or 2 days after it was announced that Larian Studios Baldur's Gate 3 was the game of the year, they announced they were terminating everyone Larian Studio talked to.
Like, the
Yeah,
fuck
so-
was that bullshit?
A CEO thought he was smarter than everybody else, or
Yeah.
somebody in upper management.
It's the Fox mentality.
Oh God.
I thought
that stayed with Fox.
No, it is spread.
Bill O'Reilly's still
before-
there though. He didn't go anywhere else.
Before we get into bashing fucking 90s and 2000s CEOs of network television, do you guys want to hear about my weekend?
Yes, let's hear about Chef's weekend. Him and his fucking bruised ribs.
I want to get in on the conversation. I want to get in on the conversation, okay? Yeah, so Friday was Friday. Saturday, we had a surprise birthday party for the underage Mando in the clan. On I think it was Friday, she turned 16, so we decided to throw her an armor party. And the funny thing is, as much as we love London, she apparently wasn't very bright on Saturday. Not a single person showed up with a project.
Oh shit!
The day after her birthday, we're all getting together for a party, but nobody brought anything to work on. It just never fucking clicked with her.
It's like, oh,
so,
shit.
Yeah. So we ended up having her party. We were there from like fucking 12:30, 1 o'clock, and all the way until like 9:15. Like campfire, cooking hot dogs over the fire, s'mores, fucking hobo packets with potatoes, carrots, and onions in them, just thrown right onto the coals of the fire. I inadvertently hurt myself because turning 34 in like 2 weeks means that I'm not as young as I once was. To quote the great Toby Keith, I ain't as young as. Anyway,
You tried. You tried.
I know I ain't as good as I once was, but anyway, yeah. So we were playing a yard game because we had 4 games out there, something like that, and I overstepped to try to deflect a frisbee, and my foot slipped, and then all 250 some odd pounds of myself. Wait till I hit 40. I don't want to hit 40. It's gonna hit back.
See, that's when you get, as one of my favorite content creators, Pirate Software, calls it, the DLC.
No.
You don't get a choice.
I don't like.
No. You don't get a choice.
I don't like the main game.
It's a hidden update, and it's a DLC. It just automatically Steam updated while you were playing the game. You didn't get a chance to deny it. It's already there.
Dude,
you don't get to uncheck the automatic update box.
I hit 25 and my check engine light came on, okay?
Dude, my freaking dashboard looks like a freaking Christmas tree.
So does mine. Between my knee, my back, my shoulder, my blood pressure, my diabetes, my fucking concussions, my adrenaline issue,
my ouch, all of my ouch, my existence.
Yeah, all of my ouch. Same day. But yeah, so all 250 some odd pounds of myself went flying forward with no way to really stop myself. And my left knee, which is my bad knee, and my left pec, fucking, like, literally, like, right here, tagged the fucking ground, full fucking force. My shoulder is still a little stiff. My knee was okay until I went to work today. And I woke up Sunday, and I went to go roll over, and I went, oh god, oh, I can't breathe, why can't I breathe, oh god, and then rolled back onto my back. And, dude, fucking, both my ribs, all the way down, are just fucking, it feels like Hulk just ran up to me and went, bam, bam, god damn it.
You got the old man moment.
Did you just hurt yourself
my
doing
hip,
that?
my back. Did you just God damn it,
doing
dude.
that?
Anyway, as I work through the pain,
Fuck genius. You're a fucking genius.
fuck you. I don't think about things, we know this.
Next is gonna go boxing.
Yeah.
He's gonna go boxing tonight.
He's gonna go fight Mike Tyson.
Sunday,
That guy's gonna die.
Sunday
He's gonna
was
take
my.
over for Jake Paul because Jake Paul decided to be a pussy.
Did he actually cancel it?
I believe so. I have to double check, but from everything that I heard, after their sparring match, he's like, nah, we're done.
Well, of course he did.
Did you see the videos that showed the difference between his training and what Mike Tyson was doing? It's like, holy crap! It looked like somebody playing with paste, building a model versus Adam Savage building a model.
Oh yeah, no, straight.
Yeah, and not only that, fucking I unfortunately had the shitty luck of watching his fucking brother retain his United States Championship last night on WrestleMania. I was bored. It was on. It was free on Peacock, and I haven't watched a wrestling pay-per-view in probably a decade. So
you got to see the good part.
Which part?
Somebody who said he'd never do it did it.
What?
Undertaker.
Oh, yes. The main event Sunday was the best fucking match I have seen in the WWE in fucking 15 years.
With people from 15 years ago.
Yes.
You mean the actual showmen who knew how to be showmen?
I don't know. Cody Rhodes puts on one hell of a show.
I'm not saying that there aren't ones today. It's just there's not as much as there was back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Like I said, I was bored. It was on. It was free. And yes, I agree. Jake, I hate both the Paul brothers. They are both garbage. But yeah, no. The main event. First off, the WWE Women's Championship match was fucking great too.
Oh yeah.
The women's, like, if you haven't watched WWE in a long time,
buddy, if you don't know who Bob Marley is, you are on the internet. You have fucking Google. Use your brain. Shit, I'm done talking to you.
Google just a little bit.
But no, like I was saying, God damn it, I can't stop laughing. If you haven't watched WWE in a long time, the women's bracket for the company has gotten
buddy, if you think that's
just
getting
as
mad,
if
don't go outside, because the world is way too harsh for you, boo boo. All I told you was a fact. It's not my fault that you're too dumb to know who Bob Marley is. Like, seriously, how much of a loser are you? You know what? Don't answer that. I'm not really interested because you're a waste of my time. So I'm going to toss you away like the trash, like the rest of the world has done to you in the rest of your life, and realize maybe one day that you will never be worth anything.
They're not stupid because they didn't know who Bob Marley was. They're stupid because they didn't know how to type into a search engine bar and press enter.
Yeah, no, that's the shitty stuff.
This is the age where if I need a factoid, I can pull out my phone, a tablet, a computer. I don't even have to type anything. I can press a button on my phone and go, Bob Marley. Here are the listings for Bob Marley. Press.
Now, in this day and age, ignorance is literally a choice. It's a choice, and it's a sad choice. Because Google is at your fingertips. If you don't know something and you're not willing to look it up, and if you're just willing to stand there in ignorance, then no one needs to give a shit about you. Like, we're not here to teach you because you can't figure it out.
Oh, my life is awesome.
Both Paul brothers are trash. Oh, yeah. The age of information has been here for 30 years. I know, right? Like I said, we have all of it at our fingertips. People are dumb. Can't really do anything to help them with that.
My wife is awesome. Give me.
Ooh, what did she do?
She messaged my niece and got her to take a picture of the Lego ship.
Ooh. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Chef, as you were telling your story.
I was just saying, if you haven't watched WWE in forever, the women's bracket is just as much, if not better, than the men's when it comes to competition. And showmanship and storyline.
They started going for athletes and not just how they look in a bikini.
Don't get me wrong, the athletes look good in bikini.
Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, back when we were younger, they were eye candy, and there's, like, as a character, but they weren't physically capable of doing this.
Only exception being China.
Yeah. Oh, there were a couple of others who could, too, but yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but China was horrible at wrestling. Everybody hated wrestling against her because she didn't know how to pull her punches, and she didn't know how to do the technical side of shit. She knew how to be big. She knew how to be big and intimidating.
So she hurt a lot of people, I'm guessing, then.
Yeah, a lot of the male people that she was going up against.
See, that's a problem, because that's not what WWE is supposed to be about. It's a show.
Nope. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying China wasn't an icon. I'm just saying that a lot of, especially the men, did not like wrestling against her because she had no technical background. She was just a, for lack of a better term, a big bitch.
She was a lifter. She was she was literally just a weightlifting champ female.
Well, I think the problem...
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry.
I was going to say, they said the same thing about Goldberg, too. Everybody hated wrestling against him because in the beginning he had no technical ability and he would just bull rush his way through everything, and he actually ended up hurting a lot of people.
Did China ever get better, though, at that? No?
No.
I think her husband cheated on her and she decided to quit the company.
Yeah, basically. Like one of the people that were the most vocal, like men that were most vocal against wrestling against her was Shawn Michaels. He had to wrestle against her more than any other man in the company, and he lost it almost every time because she would mistime something and actually punch him in the face or hit him with a boot or, miss a drop and he would get dropped on his shoulder or his head. Yeah.
And they were friends.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. You would think that she would at the very least try to get better at that technique.
Dude, there was so much drugs in WWF back then.
Like, yeah, I'll say this. If you ever want to see somebody who is trying to be somewhat respectful to somebody who has passed away, but not really, go watch something about Stone Cold Steve Austin when it comes to Owen Hart.
Yeah.
Because Owen Hart is the reason why he had to stop wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Because he screwed up a DDT.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
He broke his neck.
Yeah, that's how Stone Cold broke his neck.
Holy fuck, I didn't know. I knew that it was an injury that stopped him from continuing on in his career, but I didn't realize it was that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Like, that's one of the reasons why they say don't try this at home. A properly or improperly, depending on what you're trying to do, done DDT is actually an execution move.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay.
You drop somebody on their head perfectly straight down with all of their body weight and your own strength onto their head.
That's true.
You're going to break their neck.
Yeah, vertebrae are not meant to compress.
Yeah. That's true.
And not with the weight of two full-grown men and the strength of one of those men smashing down on it.
Yep.
It's true, because that's like, what?
No.
A total of probably, 400 pounds going down on one head.
Way more than that. Dude, look at a picture of Randy Orton right now. Randy Orton got introduced for his match last night. Dude is 43 years old, ripped, and weighs 275 pounds.
Oh, fuck, shit. Never mind. Yeah. God damn.
And this is just me knowing way too much, me being a nerd, and I hyper-focused on wrestling when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
To do a proper DDT, you literally get put into your head. The other person basically puts your head between their thighs, pinches your head, and drops to their own knees while actually holding you up, supporting your weight, so that you actually are being held by them and their knees take the full impact, and then they just
That's
drop you down.
That's a pedigree.
No, that's almost every
DDT is head is right here.
DDT. No. The one where you put it between your legs and drop down with them straight up and down, upside down.
Oh, tombstone, like the Undertaker's tombstone pile driver.
Yeah, so that type of thing.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're
what
supposed
that's
to be
what
supporting them the entire time you drop.
Yeah, your knees actually take the hit. That's why they like if they allow the pile driver like that, the person doing it has to be taller than the person taking it. So like Rey Mysterio would never be able to do it to like Dominic.
Yeah, and Owen Hart screwed it up, and his head hit with his knees, and it broke his neck.
Yep.
And he actually, the thing is, here's the scary part. Owen made a mistake. He wasn't trying to hurt him. Imagine what would happen if you did a pile driver on somebody you were trying to hurt.
Yeah.
They'd probably be dead.
Yeah,
most
like,
likely.
You know the scene where where Bane broke Batman's back?
Yeah.
Yeah, the backbreaker basically.
Yeah, that's a wrestling move that actually doesn't hurt somebody.
Yeah, it's called the backbreaker.
Yeah, but if you do it for real, you will snap the neck back.
Yep.
It's like a lot of people don't realize that the maneuvers they're pretending to use in wrestling will permanently injure and or kill.
I mean, case in point, look at the fucking power bomb. Any rendition of a power bomb
Will kill you.
Mm-hmm. Well, or at least paralyzed.
And, maybe not knowing a lot about wrestling, only knowing from what it looks like. Yeah, I know enough not to do that shit.
Like, you can powerbomb somebody and not hurt them. You just have to be very careful to make sure that when they're landing on their back and not their head.
Yeah.
You have to make sure they land flat.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they land with an arch in an actual like street fight, it'll break their back.
Okay, so I mean, obviously because it's about showmanship, it's about choreography. A lot of WWE, wrestling in general can be correlated to a lot of what they do in exhibition matches with martial arts because it's not about hurting anybody.
Yeah,
it's about showing technique.
Like, did you know that almost every submission hold is a variant of an actual restraint hold?
Yeah, a lot of martial arts, if I remember, a lot of wrestling originated from like Greco-Roman and Jiu-Jitsu, right?
Originally.
Greco-Roman
definitely a little. Some of the more, as stupid as it's going to sound, the Asian wrestlers brought the Jiu-Jitsu, and the Hispanic ones brought the. Yeah, well, the Hispanic ones brought the high flying with luchador or with lucha.
Okay, so that's where the flying eagle and shit came from.
The Swanton Bomb, etc., frog, five-star frog splash.
Here's one example. Everybody who puts someone in a full Nelson in the WWE is purposely doing it wrong.
Yep.
Right.
You are not supposed to have your fingers parallel. You're supposed to lock them together. And I had a friend I showed this to. This guy could literally beat me in any strength contest under the sun. Like, he actually picked me up off the ground trying to get out of the full Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't.
No.
And it freaked him out.
So, no matter how much you work out or how strong you are, your ability to go from here to here is about as much as a alligator trying to open its mouth.
Yep. And while, yes, it is really hard to grip, hold on. If you have your fingers like that, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You have to grip like this.
If you interlock it like this.
Yeah, so you have more tension
coming out.
You have more tension. And like doing it like this, it's easier to slide. If you do it like this, you have hooks.
Interlock your hands again, but then turn your fingers down.
Yeah, it's literally like So in WWE, they do it like this. If you actually do it like that, it becomes a weave. It's
Yeah. And you literally have somebody 4 times your strength, and they are not going anywhere. Your fingers aren't going to be happy.
no.
But I also wasn't trying to hurt him with the hold either, because I was trying to. The more you execute that maneuver, the less power they have, because the higher up their arms are.
And also, it's because as they struggle, the tighter your arms get because they're trying to go up and then down, up and then down, up and then down.
Right. It's that leverage that the body has. That the body at that point doesn't have.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what most submission is really about, those holds. It's about getting a body in a position where the amount of strength you possess is meaningless.
Yeah, I mean that's what a lot of.
I prefer a taser.
Okay, but there are people that can withstand certain tasers.
Oh,
Hit him in the balls.
Dude,
You know how hard that can be?
Actually, you're talking to somebody. If somebody hits me in the balls, I do not get disabled. I go into a fury.
No, I'm saying with a taser.
I don't care when I wake up. I am finding you.
Haze in your balls.
I have a degree in electronics, and I know how to soup up a taser. I will Tim the Toolman Taylor of the taser and shoot you right in the same spot.
Oh no!
It might be hooked up to high tension lines when I do it.
He'll come out of nowhere. Rah, rah, motherfucker.
I'll just put like eight car batteries in series and fucking hit you with that.
You just hit him with one car battery and you could probably kill him. You realize that, right?
Yeah, but you do realize if you hit him with 8 in series, they go flying.
Actually, no. You don't.
It all depends upon how you're grabbing it.
DC causes you to clamp up. If you're holding on to DC, you have to break their hands. You have to break every finger, every spot in their hand in order to force their fingers to let go, because their muscles will not. That's why tasers are so effective. They're DC.
Well,
AC launches you across the building.
I was just thinking like force damage by hitting you with a car battery.
Well, you see, we had this guy in the shop one time who was an asshole. And we decided to play a prank. We took a metal plate.
I don't like where this prank
and put it on the floor. We put it on the floor in front of his box underneath his mat. And then we hooked 4 batteries in series up to either side of it and then hooked it to his box.
You son of a bitch.
And when he got back from lunch, he touched his box and then went.
I have a question. Did his box break when he did this?
The handle did.
Dude, it wasn't the DC current that did that. You turned his handle into plasma. It exploded. That's what sent him flying.
Either way, it was funny.
You're an asshole.
He wasn't an asshole for a while.
For a while, but then he came back to it, didn't he?
Yeah.
And of course, y'all here on TikTok, like I said, I do appreciate the likes and the follows and all that support. If you do want to check out the fun and be part of the conversation, we are live on Twitch at Asian Faja Gamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag. Link is in my bio just to make it easier for you, doing a live cast podcast known as A Bunch of Goofs. And I just realized that it's frozen, so give me 1 second, I'm going to reset my TikTok screen. What? It didn't look like it was frozen for a second, okay? And then it was like, nah, fuck you.
Dude,
fuck you, fam.
I think the lady in a blue dress would have been a dead giveaway.
What?
A lady in a blue dress?
Lady in blue?
2x2. Oh.
Frozen!
I've never seen Frozen.
Listen. You should already realize by now. How long have you known me and how easily do jokes go over my head?
I just want to see if NASA would be involved or just call the extraterrestrials.
Fuck you.
How often do jokes go over your head? More than a little person playing volleyball?
Yeah, and that little person is underneath the net.
You suck.
Better than being underneath the desk.
Oh. Well.
Alan wants to do the lollipop guild.
Listen.
We
In the words
represent.
In the words of Fez. Fez likes them big. Fez likes them small. Fez likes them all.
Totally thought you were going to go Moto on that.
Do you prefer TikTok or Twitch? No, actually, I prefer Twitch or YouTube. I only use TikTok for one reason and one reason only. Outreach. That is all it is. This is just my outreach. That's why I don't ever show the gameplay. There's not anything really here other than trying to get people into the streams that matter to me, like my Twitch or YouTube. And currently, we're live on Twitch doing a livecast podcast known as Goofs with my
Scotty
buddy
gets
Mota
it.
and my buddy Chef. Mota likes you. He likes them big.
You know what?
Big.
One of these days, if I'm ever actually not busy, I'm going to go through a bunch of Fajr streams and try to get a bunch of different clips so he can put them together of him insulting TikTok and then put that up as the reason why. Like, just post them on TikTok, like, this is why I stream on TikTok, and just start playing them.
And I appreciate the question, Wolf. I do. And I appreciate you both being on TikTok and here on Twitch. You're fucking amazing, my friend.
He appreciates the question, guys. He appreciates the question.
Don't make fun of me.
I do what I want.
Dude, I thought that was half the reason we were here, is to make fun of the host of the channel.
I know, right?
You bastards.
At least that's the assignment that I got. That's the assignment that I got.
I'm the only not bastard of my siblings.
Oh, damn.
I'm not.
Well, I'm
My
not a
brother-
bastard, but I was a mistake. I was a broken condom.
I was the accident that got my parents married.
I was the accident that got my parents to move to America.
They move on to America.
Well, okay, here's the thing. They were visiting, right? And then my dumbass decided, hey, I'm going to come out a month early while you're in vacation. And you don't have a choice about this.
Faja, have the problem with the English today.
No, fuck you.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna get myself banned as the mod again. Automod's gonna be like, nope, you know what? Too many Asian jokes. Fuck this. Even though you're live. He's gonna kick me out of Discord somehow.
Zero tolerance. Like, I am actually afraid to mention any Asian cuisine in the chat because I'm afraid it'll kick me out.
Well, somebody's been saying for like three
trolls out there.
Somebody's been saying for like 3 months he's gonna get us a list of the fucking
Okay,
band
I
names.
keep forgetting the list, alright? I'm doing shit.
Why are you doing shit?
Take a pen and piece of paper in there while you're sitting on your throne and get to writing.
I mean, either that or I could just, get a pen and pad of paper, just start spouting out random words and just start writing them as I get banned.
Oh, good God. No.
I think miso was Italian.
What?
Or
Miso, ramen, and udon are fine.
Okay,
No,
I'm thinking of something else.
Let's put it this way:
It's
the words for the automod are essentially the easy ones that trolls say, like, "Oh, are you this race? Are you that race?" So on and so forth. That kind of stupid as shit.
Yeah, and we found out that. Do what?
Look what she typed. Look what I did.
Facepalm Moda. Yeah, miso.
I don't know. I'm not very good with food. I just kind of. The only thing I'm really good with food is eating it.
All right, that's okay as long as you enjoy it, right?
Yeah, we found out that the race of Genghis Khan is a bad word because I was trying to talk about the type of food and got banned, and then I got brought back. And I tried to say it again, and they got banned and got brought back. I was like, God damn it!
when I was talking about it on a bunch of Goofs.
I know
He was
you
commenting on it.
brought it up a bunch of Goofs. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and Homeboy went to go comment on it and fucking got straight up banned. It's like, God damn it!
He was trying to tell him what was the word, and he got banned.
Oh God!
And then
Talking about food, I want to try. I want to try.
Minimoto TV. You've never tried pho?
Dude, it is fucking good.
It is.
Especially when you get the spicy.
Oh man, dude. Okay, when you go and order it. Okay, first off, when you go and order it, if they have it, get the sliced beef mix one, because you will get so much meat. All right, giggity. You'll get all the meat that you
all the meat in your mouth.
Giggity.
Jelly bellies.
Now, ooh, nice.
Jelly bellies are almost gone.
Jungle Gyms?
Yeah. What
about Jungle Gyms?
Fasha first, then I'll talk.
Okay.
Now, when you do go order pho, my number one tip is, 1, don't add in too much Thai basil because you can overload the flavor. 2, use both sauces. Use the sriracha and the hoisin. Mix it together in the broth. You will have the best experience, trust me. Just don't add in too much hoisin because it's also really powerful.
It depends upon how much hoisin you like, though.
That's true.
I will load the shit out of it.
I don't know. To me, it's just that Chinese 5-spice flavor can be really overpowering.
Okay, 1, if you look in images chat, you'll see a picture of the Naboo fighter that I made with my niece. Because this actually has to do with this story. While I was making a Naboo fighter with my one niece, Okana went with the other niece to Jungle Gyms.
I have not thought of the Jungle Gyms in fucking at least a decade since I moved down here.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
It's a Midwest thing.
Oh, okay, so I would not know.
Let me put it to you this way. If we put Faja in Jungle Gyms, we better make sure that it's the only thing he is doing, and he brings $1,000.
Yeah.
You will drop $1,000 on the food. Think of every regional delicacy ingredient around the world, and they have it organized by country and continent.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm hungry now. Let's see. Joey Trends asks, don't know if you guys are fans, but how is the Dune shaping up compared to the Star Wars movies and sci-fi in general? So we kind of did talk about it, but Chef here isn't a big Dune fan, so he doesn't know much about it.
I couldn't make it through the first one.
I only saw the one with Patrick Stewart in it.
So me being the only one who has actually watched at least part 1 of the newest movie and have watched all the Dune series, and I love Dune in general. It's interesting, but in my opinion, none of the Dune movies have ever done justice to the books properly, because Dune, the books, allow us to actually connect with Leto Atreides. All of the movies have gone so quickly past Leto Atreides' little arc that you don't get a chance to understand why he's so important in the universe. And comparative to a lot of the Star Wars movies and sci-fi in general, it is up there. It is definitely up there as one of the big hitters, but it's just not as well known comparative because, well, media-wise, it hasn't had much luck. It's gotten a movie that's alright. It's gotten a mini-series that was amazing. But the books are where it's at.
I will say, sometimes when the books are that amazing, it's almost a trap to make a movie.
Oh,
Ender's Game.
That right
Aragorn.
there. That fucking right there. And that there too. Holy shit. Okay, but Aragorn they could have done right.
Aragon, they could have done right. Aragorn is a character from Lord of the Rings.
Sorry.
Um,
Yeah, Aragon, sorry.
Shit. Okay.
I was more making fun of Faja.
Yeah.
That's how I pronounce it. But my point is that it is really, really hard. One, I don't think a lot of people realize that most books are 1.5 movies.
Yeah.
To 2 movies.
A single book is about that.
Well, I think,
just because of the amount of content in it.
in my opinion, I think one of the biggest problems when it comes to making a movie off of an established franchise, be it a book, comic book, game, or whatever, the problem is the director and the writers.
Yeah, you and I have talked about this at length.
Yeah. It's their ego. It's they want to make their story in that world, which is just like, no. None of us fucking want that. If you're going to make a movie or a show or whatever based off of a franchise that's established, make it off of the franchise. If you're not going to do that, make your own fucking story and fuck off.
That's actually one of the reasons why I think the Witcher games did so well. Is there a sequel to the book series?
Sequel, not
no, exactly.
Not a telling of the book series. Sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
The only person to do that properly was the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and they skipped 1/6 of the series.
Oh yeah,
they skipped the second half of the book.
Oh yeah, they skipped so
yeah.
much.
Don't even get me started on what they did to The Hobbit.
Dude, I refuse to watch The Hobbit because the only way they could actually have done that to The Hobbit is if J.R.R. Tolkien was still alive to give them input. Otherwise, they're talking out their ass.
Yeah, I mean so I like the Hobbit movies as movies. I love the Hobbit's individual fucking book.
That's this big.
One book, not 3.
Okay. The Hobbit is the same size as one of the 6 volumes that made up the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And do you know why the Lord of the Rings was a trilogy? J.R.R. Tolkien wrote all 6 of those at once.
Yeah.
His editor and publisher wanted to space it out for marketing reasons. Same thing they did with the movies. The exact same reason and process for the book was also used for the movies on purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's why it worked.
I mean, I can get that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not
oh,
saying,
yeah,
not,
definitely.
not
Could you imagine trying to read all of that in one fucking go?
Oh, God. I mean, I did. Because
no,
I like
the Hobbit book was good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I wish there was a way you could, like...
I love it. It's like, whenever you get to...
I don't know, I really wish that there was a way that I could, from the OBS settings, reset my connection to see if that'll fix things, but I can't do that without ending the stream and then restarting the stream.
Ending stream. Oh no, I haven't been able to figure that out either.
Yeah. Oh well, let's just do our best.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be...
You wouldn't be surprised if that's what?
I wouldn't be surprised if that's on purpose. That it's harder to work with OBS than it is Twitch's own stuff.
No, OBS is a more stream. Oh, yeah, duh.
Oh god, that is so right.
How did we not think about that?
Oh!
Yeah, we just got EM fielded to hell and back.
Should have been the most obvious thing to come to my mind.
We're intelligent, guys.
We're so intelligent.
And not only that, Alan, aren't you satellite internet too?
Yeah, so that's probably extra fucky.
Yeah.
So right now, because we forgot about that, we have the equivalent of three kobolds and a trench coat's worth of brain cells. So remember that.
You know what? I think getting like 12 people together, grouping them into groups of 3, and having a 4-player campaign where it's literally 4 different 3 kobolds in a trench coat, would be a really
Oh.
good way of having a giant party.
Dude, that would be fucking awesome.
You know how much
That would be a
chaos that
one
would
shot
be?
from hell. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It would be
especially when nobody like groups up. Everybody's name gets assigned a number, and you roll a d12.
That's how you decide whose turn it is?
I mean, that's how you decide who's in what coat.
Yep. And the DM, just for the fun of it, have 3 DMs that take turns each round.
Oh god. That'd be so ridiculous. That'd be the most ridiculous campaign ever.
I don't think anybody's done it though. We should totally try to get it going.
I don't know that many people.
I'm sure we could get enough people to do that type of between all of us.
Yeah, between all
I'm
of
pretty
us.
sure we could get that.
Unfortunately, due to issues with the last group I was with, most of the people who I know play D&D don't anymore because of the DM for my old campaign. He's a great guy. He isn't a bad DM, but he has the pacing of a snail with a broken foot.
Ow. That
Do you know anything about snail biology?
Yeah.
They only have one foot.
Yep. They only have 1 foot.
That's pretty fucked up.
Kind of like clams and mollusks and all that fun shit. Yeah.
It took them 2 sessions to make one decision. And that was fast.
Yeah, no, that's
4-hour sessions, by the way.
that's when me as the DM fucking starts dropping shit like the storm from fucking Fortnite, the fucking this enemy starts coming in up the rear and all that shit.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me. They told me I wasn't allowed to do that when I was guest DMing.
Let's see. 2 DMs.
Yeah.
One who wants to
Yeah.
help the players succeed, and one to try and TPK the players. Don't know who's who. One is a liar. One tells the truth.
Yeah.
Which one's which? You'll never know. Who fucked whose wife? Oh shit.
Isn't that everyone? Isn't that every DM, by the way, who is balancing trying to make it fun and trying to make it challenging?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's
technically.
always gonna be that balance as a DM because you don't want to kill your players, but you don't want your players to get bored. So it's a hard
And
line,
then somebody says it's too easy.
and that's when you drop in a Tarask.
Oh, I'm not that nice.
Dude,
I drop in one of my old characters from 3.5 into a 5th edition campaign. He was level 45 in his 5 divine ranks.
God damn.
His strength score is 110.
Romance.
And he's a melee fighter. 4 arms, 3 weapons.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't romance everything, alright? You can try, but, you know, as Chef's Party has shown us, romancing a door didn't help you open the door. You just opened a door.
he succeeded on that. He succeeded on that. All they had to do was grab the knob and fucking turn the goddamn knob. It was an unlocked fucking door.
Yeah, I'm the person, like, one, I really hate to break it to the world, but this isn't like video games. Gender preferences do matter. Every NPC is not bisexual. This is not a video game. So if you're a guy, you can't seduce the king. If he is
Scott,
stripped.
yeah, I mean that makes sense, but Scotty, he seduced the door and got a nat 20 and stuck his dick in the keyhole, and then we spent the next 6 sessions making fun of the fact that it was small enough to fit in the keyhole.
Well, Like, it wasn't the fact that he fucked the door. It's the fact that it fit.
And the fact that he was an orc.
I think somebody saw my cat.
Yep.
Yes, Scotty saw the cat. But, yeah, he was an orc bard. Please explain that one to me.
Why do I have a feeling was his instrument a drum?
Was he extra big?
Was what?
Was he, like, bulky?
Yeah.
Steroids cause testicular shrinkage.
Yes, they do.
There's your explanation.
No, I'm talking about a fucking orc bard. That is not the stereotypical.
1, screw the stereotype, meet mine. 2, I would love to play an orc bard and have him be like, sound like a war chief, like, boom, 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 boom. We entered the cavern and fought the dragon. Up on to our clan. That would be an orc bard.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys
the thinking, by the way?
Did I ever tell you guys the idea for my 2-person, 1-character idea?
Shoot.
Let's hear this.
So, the last group I was playing with, one of the players, she was newer, like she came in the second half of the campaign, but she kept confusing myself and one of the other players, because he and I didn't talk very much because of reasons with the campaign, more like reasons with the players, but so she continuously called me his name and me, Chef. And it's like, no, that was me. Oh, well, and then she goes, well, I mean, you two are just so interchangeable. So I go, wow, did you hear that, Clay? We're so unimportant and so, like, unnoticeable that we are the same person in Zov's eyes. Wow. You know what? If we TPK, we might as well just play the same fucking character. And then he and I had the stroke of genius to come up with, and like it was mostly my idea, but we were both laughing our asses off about it, playing a schizophrenic character who, and doing it 2 ways. One way, it's a warlock, and his patron is the other personality. But the funny thing is, because it's split personalities, he's not actually a warlock, he's a wizard or a sorcerer. He just thinks he's a warlock because he hears the voice in his head.
Gosh.
Then, the other way that we were talking about playing it was actually having a split personality with 2 different classes. And we would flip a coin at the beginning of each round to figure out which personality was in charge of the body.
Interesting.
I actually played a video game like that.
You what?
I played a video game like that.
Yeah, there's been a couple.
Yeah.
Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of a New World.
Yes. I have played that one.
That would be an epic. I was thinking about a barbarian who literally is played by a different person when he enters rage.
Ooh,
that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
But we were talking about two completely different classes and having to carry both sets of equipment in the fucking bag.
And then one class forgot to get the other class's stuff.
Nobody plays with weight.
I know. Mocha.
I like one of the ways to get around weight. I have a magical item. It's a little purse that only fits coins and money. If it's not money, it doesn't fit. Sorry, DM said no. And it's a purse of holding.
Yeah.
It's a fixed weight. I don't care how much money you have. It's weightless because needing 20,000 gold coins to buy something means that a wizard can never buy. Oh wait, he's the one that needs the 20,000 gold coins.
Yeah. Oh. This brings up a fun question.
Oh.
what is y'all's, as DMs or as players, what is y'all's favorite useless item in D&D? I can give you an example.
I'm thinking.
Example?
The bag of limited holding. So you put your stuff into the bag, and every time you put anything in the bag, you roll a d6. Whatever number that is how long those items stay in that bag. Once you reach that time limit, it expels all the items in the bag in random directions, like a fucking geyser. Then you have to find them, put them all back in, and roll it again.
Oh god. Well, I don't know if it's useless, but it's always underestimated.
Okay.
The decanter of endless water.
Oh yeah, that's always fun, especially if you're playing a character that has a lot of like water magic.
No. It's really fun in the hands of a barbarian or a fighter who's a melee focus.
Why?
Because there's a strength check for the fact that for its fire hose mode. It literally becomes a flipping fire hose, and if you don't have enough strength, it is literally that meme of the guy floating around in the air with the fire hose.
That's
And
great.
my character is an artificer, wanted to affix 4 of those to a wooden board.
Hey, what's up? We're doing a live cast podcast
I wanted
on
to make
Twitch
a
if you
hydro
want to join.
jetpack. Yeah, when you're creative, like you know that bag that has the teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rogues snuck up and slipped that over the head of the bad guy.
Nice.
Okay.
And with how stealthy and how he built his character, there were no footprints, no sounds, and nobody knows where the bag came from. He was in the middle of a speech, and suddenly a bag appeared over his head, there was a noise, and the bag fell to the ground, and he no longer had a head.
Sounds like a good use of the item.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Sounds like the right use for that item.
I know, right? Alright, Alan, so what's yours?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know that many useless items in D&D when I think about it.
I think we're too creative to think of anything as useless.
Well, useless.
Well, I mean,
Again,
like-
there's not very many uses for the bag of limited holding.
True.
Unless you want a diversion.
Actually, there's a really good use for it. Basically, give it to the bad guy and fill it with ball bearings.
I mean, it just shoots out of it like a geyser. It doesn't explode.
Dude. Could you walk in a room where the entire floor is now nothing but ball bearings?
If I can get my feet to the bottom of get my feet to the floor, yeah. You just shuffle your feet across.
Oh no, I'm saying that put so many that you won't be able to see it. And I didn't say very big ball bearings, did I?
No, but if you...
Bird shot.
I know, but again, still, if you shake your foot all the way down to the floor and there's nothing underneath your foot, you can shuffle and not take your feet off the floor.
And the number of people who would know that.
Hi, I'm Chef. Have you met me?
No, I'm saying that a lot. No, it's usually the... One, it'd be funny, okay? That's a prank item.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a variant of your question, okay, Chef?
Okay.
What is your favorite useless non-magical item out of the PHP?
There's non-magical items in the PHP?
Yes.
Yes. One of my favorites, and I always include it with my characters, whenever it's a regular game, is chalk.
Why?
Because it's really hard to get lost in a dungeon when you use chalk and an arrow.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Or you can write a message on the side of a board and leave it there for somebody.
God forbid it rains, though.
Usually I'm talking like inside of something, like in the entrance. Or the other fun one, and I actually, I threatened to do this. The intimidation worked. I was going to make somebody eat it.
Eat the chalk? What are you going to do? Help them
Yep.
with their indigestion?
No, I was interrogating them. I told them I was going to take that chalk, shove it where the sun don't shine, then shove it, put it in their mouth, and force them to chew.
Ew. A chalky
Prison
Tootsie
pocket.
Roll.
Would you like a chocolate covered piece of chalk?
Yeah. Let's just say I am as creative with my intimidations as I am with my persuasions. And the character I'm playing on Friday is the only character I've ever played with a persuasion check. It's always either been intimidation or I'm just going to shoot you.
Man, I've got so many characters. It's like, you know what would be fun? If anything happens to Saphira and Carousel, I've already got like 3 fucking characters ready to go.
Oh god, really?
I mean, my favorite... Sorry, go ahead, Odo.
Oh, I was just going to say, I can't play my backup. 3 artificers is too many.
I mean, my my favorite of all my backups is a cleric, but he's not a normal cleric. He's a prospector. He talked like this, and his warhammer is a shovel. I think I'm going to name him Clarence.
I remember you telling me about this one.
I just thought of a really funny character off the top of my head. It's a meme, and I think a meme character for me is just going to be funny. But I want to play somebody who thinks they're a cleric. They're actually a wizard of the necromancy school.
I've seen that meme.
Clerics
I've
are
seen that meme.
necromancers.
Well, there's a death domain.
And no, it's just like one of those things where he's actually mentally ill, and he's escaped from where he was supposed to be treated. Have you ever heard the logic of the character Bizarro?
Yes.
Yes.
He thinks inflict is cure and cure is inflict.
Yeah, he's opposite Superman, unless you're talking about a different Bizarro.
And because he keeps raising undead, it actually works on his undead. He just doesn't realize it hurts the living.
Oh shit.
I don't know. If I was gonna go like dark arts character, I've always wanted to play a necro hamster.
Really?
Yes.
God damn it.
And I want to ride in whatever I rise. I want to ride in the ribcage like it's a fucking mech.
Okay, this isn't Ninja Turtles. Alright? God damn it.
I was thinking more of a darker version of Hamtaro, but that works too.
You know who I'm talking about.
No.
You know what? I want to make a Tortola rogue now.
Hmm?
The turtle species.
Oh, the Turtle Rogue, yeah.
I want to make a rogue. I have 4 names to pick from. No. I'll make a were-rat.
I'll play
Name's
a worm
Splinter.
and a skeleton mech. Oh god.
We do need to do a Ninja Turtles one shot.
Oh,
We got enough people.
we do, technically.
I mean, dibs on Mikey.
Donatello, please.
That means it's between Guys of Page and Remy who gets Leonardo and Raphael.
I'm sure y'all have to figure that one out.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to be the leader. No, I'm never the leader. I don't like being a leader. I might wind up being the leader, but usually I wind up being the leader because I'm usually the only sane person. So, yes, I for some reason usually play the sane character, which is actually he is insane. But compared to the rest of the party, he's actually the most well-adjusted.
Listen, you don't know Carousel and Saphira's full backstory.
No. I didn't mention this campaign. I'm talking about past ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's talking about his previous characters and previous campaigns.
Yeah, like, I had a character where if you told him to shoot the old man on the pier, and there were 2 old men on the pier, and he'd be like, which one? He'd be like, I don't know. He'd shoot them both just to be sure. Well, he is not an evil character. He's a definition of lawful neutral. If his laws tell him to do it, he's doing it.
Okay.
And he's had 75... He literally was in a constant state of warfare for 75 years. He no longer has any remorse for murder in his body.
This is also the first character I've played that hasn't been lawful good.
Yeah, this is the first chaotic character you've played?
Yeah. Because
I find that
I've always shied away from... I've always shied away from playing chaotic characters. No, well, aside from DMing, I will say that.
Okay.
I've always shied away from playing chaotic characters, or I'll say they're chaotic and then they end up being lawful good or lawful neutral or something like that. Because when I play chaotic the way I think chaotic should be played, which, I mean, I'm playing a fucking squirrel. So it's going to be chaotic. Yeah.
I don't, because TikTok is nothing more than outreach for me, because it's a way for me to filter out my audience, and honestly, it's just switching between 2 different apps. I'm on Twitch, and I use TikTok to reach out. And if a audience member can't do that, then I don't really need them to be part of my audience, do I? Sorry.
All good. The reason I usually shy away from playing chaotic the way I think chaotic should be played is because it tends to irritate people.
Okay.
Because the way I view chaotic is like a squirrel. Or Loki in, Marvel, or etc., etc. The unexpected, unplanned, do what I want kind of thing. But, Carousel's technically chaotic neutral, so he does what he wants, but he does have the tendency to do good.
And like I said, if you want to join us, we're live on Twitch.
I've actually had people threaten to kick me out of the campaigns because of the way I play chaotic.
Alright.
That's the reason why this is my first charismatic... This is my first persuasion character.
Yeah.
Same reason. I can logic anyone... without a persuasion check, I was getting bonuses out to wazoo when I was being persuasive. It was 3.5, but in 5th edition terms, because of how I present my arguments, I always got advantage.
Yeah.
Just because I am very good at presenting one example. My character, we were dealing with the militia, and we had little worms, basically like the Goa'uld from Stargate.
Okay.
That were infecting people.
Yeah.
And we had these, and half the village leadership left because they were already infected, and they were going to come and attack the village, and all the guards were scared. So my character, being a village guard captain before he was drafted to being an adventurer, he was level 15 when he joined the campaign, so he had some story to him. And he did a rallying speech where he had telekinesis as a racial ability. He shot the back off of this giant ant that had one in it, telekinesis to rip this thing out of it, put it on the ground, handed a sword to one of the guards, and told him to stab it behind the neck, cutting its head off and killing it. Then he grabbed another guard and had him do it to the other one. And I said, did they bleed? Did they die? Are they mortal? Then you can kill them. What are you afraid of?
Get this dude some blue face paint and a kill motherfucker's Braveheart over here.
Right.
And that was without a persuasion check. I had a 0 in persuasion for that character.
I wanna eventually play a bard because I think a charismatic character would actually be a lot of fun. I don't want to play. Would I be a horny bard? Most likely. But do I want to play a horny bard? No. I would try to rein it in a little bit. Think Scanlan from Vox.
Okay.
He was never really... Yeah, I know you haven't seen Vox Machina yet, Oda, but I know Alan has.
Not what that noise was about, actually. It was about something I was about to say. But you
What?
guys...
No, go ahead, what?
Oh, no, I was going to say, I will never play a horny character because I've been married for 16 years. I have known my wife since 2001. We've been together since 2003. Do you think I know anything about dating whatsoever? Or can pull it off at all? I didn't ask my wife out on a date. I admitted to my best friend that I was in love with them.
She says, nope, you got nothing. Your wife is a savage. Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh, God,
Thanks
yes.
so much for being here. But it's fantasy, Google Riz. I mean, it's honestly, when it comes down to D&D, it's a lot more fun to play a character that you feel comfortable playing, and you can be into that character, rather than trying to play into a trope just because it's a trope.
Yeah, it's also the idea of like me role playing a character, romancing somebody else.
I'll let you romance me, Oda.
Oh my.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, big boy. I told you. You need to get some growth hormones for that damn thing, because the microscope just ain't strong enough. I mean, I got the electron microscope, and I got your hair confused with your penis.
It's okay, I do too.
And I appreciate that, Groovy Uncle Funk. You have
And I shave.
God damn it.
It's going to be so entertaining when our character...
Oh. What happened?
What?
Oh, no, it's frozen.
Not. But he is for you.
Yeah, he was frozen for me.
No. Yep. Stream. You just started moving in stream.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at my wife's stream to see if it was... But yeah, imagine what's going to happen after my character and Chef's character becomes friends in the campaign, because we're both chaotic.
Yeah, but I've got Saphira to kind of balance that out.
Yeah.
2-on-1, I'll have a chance.
No, it'd be 3-on-1, because there's also the DM trying to make sure that everything goes right.
No. We're going in the direction you want us to go. But you never said I had to follow your theme music.
What do you mean?
You ever heard that?
That's a saying.
Whenever the DM is the one who sets up the heist, it is the players who decide whether it's going to be the Benny Hillis, Pink Panther, or James Bond theme music.
Okay.
I love that comparison.
We can be completely and totally chaotic weirdos, but still progress the story in the direction you want. We're just going to do it in a way where you're sitting there going,
Son of a bitch!
Like, you are seriously going to be sitting there going, give me a second, I need to see if that actually makes enough sense to work, because it's really hurting my head that it actually makes sense to work.
I mean, I still can't believe I clocked the fucking bear for as hard as I did.
Oh no,
That was such a good roll.
In truth, honestly, everything that happened in that particular campaign was all in plan, which is good. Makes it easy to predict what you guys are gonna do.
So,
You predicted that I was going to wrangle the lady. Oh, well, you did make her a bitch.
Yeah.
But, one of the characters that I end up usually playing is a life cleric, because I've just gotten shoehorned into being the healer in most of my campaigns. So, I've gotten really good at playing a cleric. I love playing a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Their skill set is fucking awesome. Like, even Gundren, my battle mage that I made in my last campaign, I even put 3 levels into fucking cleric for him.
Oh yeah, clerics are fucking OP when you really look at what they can do.
Yeah, so I love playing clerics. I only have one problem.
Oh.
It's playing that religious aspect of it.
See, the thing is, you don't have to.
For a life cleric, you kind of have to.
Not really.
No, you don't. Okay, I don't know about 5th edition, but in 3.5, Mayari, you want to talk? You can worship life itself. You worship the idea of healing others. You worship positive energy as it is itself.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of people think, yeah, you have to do cleric based off of this. They think of cleric and they think of Christianity, essentially. They use that illusion a lot. That's what most people see when they.
I mean, that's how I was introduced to it.
Yeah. But the truth of the matter is, when it comes down to it, it is in so many more aspects, and it doesn't have to be worship off of how the Bible does it, because that's one aspect of worship.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a... Go ahead.
So there's a multitude of different ways to look at it, and like I said, this is the generalized, not your view, Oda. Generalized view.
No. That's what I was going to say. I had nothing to do with the Christianity comment. I played a ranger who was a disciple of Loth, and the way she worshipped Loth is she would dedicate a challenging hunt to Loth and leave the kill sacrificed, but she would not partake of the flesh because that flesh belonged to Loth. And she usually hunted something that could talk back. And she would dedicate that hunt to Loth. That is not how any of the books told you that you're supposed to worship Loth.
Right.
But the DM said, by God, that sounds like something she'd be into.
That and none of the books actually tell you how to worship the gods.
Actually, for the book we were using, it actually did.
That's probably based off of a singular cult.
Oh, no. The book we were using that was called Drow of the Underdark, and that was the campaign setting we were using.
Right.
And it went into detail of how their version of Drow worship Loth.
Right. Specifically.
Yeah,
their
so
version.
that's
Yeah, but I'm saying we were in that world was my point.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I ever get a chance to play Clarence the Prospecting Cleric, I'm contemplating making him a nature domain.
Okay.
Because,
prospector.
he's trying to mine stuff. He's that crazy old prospector. His name's Clarence.
He's looking for gold in them hills.
He's looking for gold in them hills, and he wants some diamonds, some gemstones, anything. And, what's that you need healed? Hold on a second. Praise be Pan.
You just smack them with a pan, and they get healed.
Yep.
Oh, you just gave me a
the fucking
idea.
The fucking sifting pan. Praise be Pan, ding.
I cast iron.
There's your cast iron character.
I mean, again, his warhammer's a shovel.
Right?
Yeah,
It works.
it can't be. It's obviously a weapon can't be a frying pan.
No, I'm not making a chef cleric yet.
No.
No, a prospector would have a cast iron pan for sifting the gold.
Yep. That's why I said, Pan be praised, and hit him with the sifter.
Oh. You just gave me a random idea, Chef, by accident.
What's that?
Well, I just want to play someone. How you talk like this? And sir, that is not how you pronounce that particular word. You're going to need to do this properly in the way you're supposed to be doing it, and just play with everyone's permission. Because by God, I'd shoot me for doing this. Play a know-it-all game dork wizard who's all about his intelligence. I'm gonna put if I can put a 6 in charisma, I will.
So it'd be Sheldon.
I'm going for. I was thinking Attack of the Nerds, but yeah.
Oh, God. You know another character that I really want to play, and it's only because I can't remember who it was. It might have been Minimoto. It might have been Fenwit that told me about Not Another D&D podcast when we were talking about it on Bunch of Goofs. But I started listening to them, and the Prospector may have came to be because of the character Moonshine Sabin. She's a creek elf. She's an elf that lived down by the creek, and there's something amiss at the creek. But the other one that made me like I want to play it so fucking bad. It would work for a cleric, or it would work for the paladin, like what they play in Not Another D&D podcast. And that is, well, hello there, sirs. I'm one of the Boy Scouts of America trying to get my merit patches so that way I can move on to being an Eagle Scout, and I will help you by golly and all this stuff so that way I can be a real paladin.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
It would be hilarious to see me be that positive, would it not?
Yes, it would.
Have either of you seen the anime Monster Rancher?
Obviously.
No.
I've talked about it,
Okay.
remember?
I know you talked about it, but I haven't played it. Or I haven't watched it.
Oda.
This would be,
Oh, okay.
This would be a companion to Chef's character. This inspired me. Chef, you're gonna love it.
Okay.
An Earth Genasi that his prospector keeps trying to because out yet that I'm an Earth Genasi, not an ore deposit. That is my penis, not a stalagmite. Get
Wait.
that pick away from me, you little bastard! You know that really gruff and serious tone
Yeah.
the big Earth Golem character had in
Yeah.
Monster Rancher?
Yeah.
That's what I want to go for. Basically, a straight man to his curveball.
But it would be a very interesting character to introduce in a campaign.
I also want him to be half deaf.
Okay.
Just so that way he doesn't like hear half the shit that people say. It's like he was like, oh, so this is who you need to talk to, and you need to talk about this and then what did he say?
All right.
sorry, the tinnitus is acting up.
I just thought of something. If my Bard is around, I kid you not, I'm just going to start getting endless sheets of poster board. And I'm just going to be like a courtroom.
The stenographer.
Yep. Just
What makes you
the conversation down and showing him the cue cards.
Sir. If he is a backwoods country bumpkin prospector, old timer, what makes you think he can read?
Because most of the people who I do fit that description were quite literate and very good with math because that's how they kept their money.
I didn't say math. I said read. And I'm talking more like Wild West, like what the overalls with the one. Yeah. Oda froze again.
Yep. There he goes.
No, he's moving.
And that was weird because I was just able to contribute points.
I don't know, but no, I'm talking more like the Looney Tunes style, like prospector, not like historical prospector.
Well, if you're gonna do that, I'll grab that. Oh God, you guys want to hear fun? Different franchise, but a really funny thing I could do. And Laura, I love you. I apologize in advance.
Is somebody drowning Donald Duck?
Mm-hmm. I can do that very well.
I did go a campaign. I did go like the first like mission before we got TBK'd by that one DM with my artificer as a gnome sounding like Stitch.
Oh God. And Lunar Duck, it's because these fuckers have been abusing the hydrate.
I have
We
no
have
idea what
not
you're talking
been
about. I
using-
would never do such a thing.
Yeah, you know what? Because of this point camp, you want to stop with some hydrating? Just have a points campaign make you dance. All my points are going towards it.
I would never abuse a hydrate.
The only issue is I got nothing to drink right now, so fuck you.
That's a different kind of drink, and I don't think they should be on this streaming service.
Alright, fine. Give me a second. Let me go get a drink. Be right back. You bastards.
Good.
You bastards.
Scotty for the win! BRB.
Do what?
Oh, we need to remind him to promo Friday.
Yeah, because he didn't do it today.
Yeah, I think he has his headphones on, so he should be able to hear us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but we've only got a few minutes left anyway.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
no, I gotta post the
37
promo,
video.
though, at the very least, and I can at least talk about it. Because
Yeah.
we do have a campaign. All of us. Me, Oda, Chef, my buddy Remy here, and my buddy Geisafage. We are doing...
Hi, Remy.
And,
Hi.
Chef says hi. Hi, Chef.
Greetings, Remy, from the planet Earth.
So, yeah.
Wait, we're on Earth.
I don't know. For your hydrates, you
Oh.
fuckers.
Before you start talking about D&D, I found something at Walmart.
Oh?
Sparkling ice, Starburst flavor, cherry.
And how does it taste?
It's got that like sparkling ice, like carbonated zero sugar shit, like that bite to it, but it tastes like a red fucking Starburst.
Interesting. And what we're doing here is a livecast podcast on Twitch. And what we're about to talk about is D&D.
I think Oda had a question first.
No?
Oh, well, fine. Be that way.
Alright, so we have a podcast, and the next episode is going to be this Friday. The first episode was 2 Fridays ago, which after this Friday, I'm going to start editing them. I just wanted to have at least an episode in between, so start posting it on YouTube and Spotify. You know, some backlog. I needed a buffer. But we have a podcast known as D&D podcast known as the D and Goofs. I am the DM, and of course, Oda, Chef, Geisafage, and Remy of Tactical Motorsports are the players. So if you do want to join us, the next episode will be live this Friday on Twitch, where we'll be continuing on as there is a mysterious scream, and our adventurers still have yet to figure out what caused it.
And I just find...
Oh, what, Oda? Roboting.
Better?
No?
That's on your end. He's fine for me.
No, my connection is fine. It's just you two that got screwed.
Wrong streaming service.
Alright, anyways, what were you saying, Oda?
No, I just like the idea of the two draconians flying off with the squirrel holding on like, oh, I'm yelling. And the two artificers on the ground going, crap.
Yeah, they gotta run around the building.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if something just drives through.
They're both elves, right? Like a drow is technically an elf, correct?
So he's not a drow.
Yes.
He is known as a Darkborn in this world.
Ah. Which is a drow.
Just technically a drow. There's just, you know, not.
So, back to my original question, they're both elves, correct?
Yes, they're both elves.
Okay, at least they have long fucking strides, so they won't be that far behind.
Yeah.
Back to the fucking point.
Oh, the thing is, Draconians don't fly that fast. We're taking a more direct route.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. At least they won't be that far behind us.
That's one thing I miss about 3.5 half dragons. The fly speed was twice your walking speed.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Like I said, I've never played 3.5, but
Yeah, but there's a
that's
reason
a lot.
why
That's
they got rid of that, because it was a little bit overpowered.
Well, the thing is, you also had to give up 2 character levels to be a half dragon.
It didn't change the fact that it was overpowered. That's why they got rid of it.
No. They got rid of the ECL thing, which is why they nerfed it. It used to be, I could only get up to level 18 instead of level 20, so that was what it balanced it out. Yes, I was faster, but I was nowhere near as powerful. But when they got rid of that concept, I think in 4th edition, they nerfed everything down to make it more baseline for everybody else.
Don't bird races in 5e like Aarakocra get a boost to their speed when they're flying?
I
thought their walking speed or their movement speed was boosted more than the normal 30.
They might, but I know I'm not sure actually. I've ever actually made an Aarakocra.
I haven't either. In the first campaign I ever played, somebody was playing it, but they died before I started.
Yeah.
And then he switched to a turtle.
Random question: What is in 5th edition? What is your favorite class to play?
Monk.
I mean, truthfully, it's still cleric. It's the one I have the most experience with, and the one I kind of get shoehorned into playing anyway. So I got good at it.
Ranger.
This is my first time playing a ranger.
Yep. Yeah, I love Rangers. And it's just because normally in every game, that's the ranged character.
Yeah.
And I like playing ranged characters because I have a really simple philosophy. I'm not chasing you and you run away. My arrows are faster than you.
I'm not gonna lie. I played a rogue in my last campaign just for a little bit as a secondary character for a storyline. And the rogue was pretty fun. But I mean, second place behind cleric is probably still gonna be my battle mage. The only thing that sucks is putting them together. Putting them together is a little restrictive, and it takes a minute to get everything right.
Right, because you need feats and such to get there, right?
No, I need feats to get there in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay.
You can use a hill dwarf as a base race in actual D&D, and you already get proficiency with shields and heavy armor or medium armor.
Right.
The only feat I would have to take is heavy armor because I'm already proficient in medium armor, and you have to have your strength as at least 15 to wear plate armor.
Right. Okay, so yeah.
Yes,
it is a little bit of a build to get there.
Yeah, just a little bit. It takes a couple of levels, at least 3.
Yeah.
What's your number 2, Alan?
My number 2 would have to be a barbarian.
I'm assuming, but neither one of you have to guess what my number 2 is.
Yeah, artificer.
Mm-hmm. I don't like to play artificer because I usually am friends with the DM, and I don't want to change that at the end of the campaign.
I mean, you can make stipulations on shit.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
Oh no, it's just the fact that my general personality and how I am as a human being wants me to push the envelope so much. Like, I do it at work, I do it at home, it's just how I am. So I want to do that, and as an artificer, me doing that is very irritating.
Same with me as a cleric. So be happy I didn't play a cleric.
I mean, the annoyance part is more on the DM, because if a DM is ready for it, they can adjust for that and make it so that whatever OP-ness that the character wanted can be squashed right there.
Penis.
Oh, I never want the O-penis. The O-penis just kind of
Penis.
happens.
Oh, penis. Well, no, that's the thing. Like, a
Penis.
good DM can make it so that it doesn't happen. It doesn't matter what you want. It can make it that happens what you want. It's just equation happens. That's what has to happen.
I'm gonna make you a
the
graphic
way
now.
of dealing with it is, it works. It did exactly as you described. It's now in 10 pieces and you can never restore it.
Exactly, something like that. You know, like you can use it once, or you can use it 3 times, 3 nukes, for the price of 1.
I have
only 3.
never used some. I would never use something so barbaric and crude as a nuke. No,
I would.
I want a phaser bank.
I want. What's the weapon from fucking Fallout? The Big Boss or whatever? The one where you just put the
Batman?
fucking nukes into it and launch it?
Fat man.
Fat Man. There we go. That's what it is. The Fat Man. I just want a Fat Man in D&D.
Oh god.
Nothing bad can happen.
Dude, it's called Fireball.
Do, 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 do. Glyph of warding as many times as you can with a level fucking 7 fireball. Put them in thing and shink.
You're such an asshole.
What
You know
again?
what you can honestly do to that just to be a jerk?
Hmm.
Have the guy just snap his fingers in his anti-magic zone. So the book lands harmlessly.
I mean, you don't have to use a book. You can strap it to a fucking rock.
Same thing. I mean, they want to go overboard with that.
You're
the
still
enemy
launching a rock.
And the rock is still gonna hurt.
Compared to the incendiary nightmare that would probably permanently damage the atmosphere. I mean, I can see a small sun forming in the middle of the planet, and then all you see is the sun god going, why the hell do I suddenly have competition?
Again, there's a reason why I don't play certain characters and certain skill sets, okay?
Yeah, like literally, if I ever play a artificer, and it's just gonna be a guy with a dog and a gun. It's gonna be a mechanical ranger.
So he's playing Fallout.
Fallout 4.
Specifically, so yeah, I was gonna say specifically 4.
Yeah, but actually, no, I can't. What the heck was that? Dang it! Actually, well, no, I want to play. I want to play Doctor Who. I want K9, bitches.
Okay, okay.
What, you don't want dog meat with you?
I want a mechanical dog.
You can get a
Fallout
mechanical.
New Vegas.
No, dog meat is in.
No, the cybernetic dog.
Oh
Which is
yeah,
Fallout New Vegas.
Right.
I'm fucking an artificer.
That's
Right.
what you were talking about. Okay.
yeah. Whose brain are you gonna put in it?
Well, I can't use yours. It's too hard to find.
I know. That's back. That's back at the World Tree in the Fey realm.
You know what? I'll just use squirrel brains.
That's whose brain is in the World Tree in the Fey realm.
Oh, are you actually surprised you didn't use a certain type of ranger? I know why you didn't, but with your background, it's kind of funny you didn't use the other one.
Which one?
Fey touched. Fey Wanderer. There we go. Fey Wanderer.
I was trying to, because it was a custom race, I was trying to stick to PHB for it.
There you go.
I didn't really look into any of the like homebrew classes for Ranger, except for the Gloomstalker.
That's not homebrew.
Fey Wanderer's not homebrew?
No, that's that's in Xenophar, I believe.
Well, again, I was trying to stick to PHB, not. And I don't. Do I have Xanathar?
I know I shared it, so you have access to it in the campaign.
Oh, excuse me. So you should, yeah. Also, Chef,
Nope, that's. I didn't do it.
are you gonna go live?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not playing Mario, though.
What are you playing?
It's gonna be a Mojave Monday.
Mojave Monday?
Yes.
Oh my god, we just talked about it. Oh my god, that was so far over his head. You can see the nuclear bombs exploding.
No.
Dude, there's hundreds of nuclear bombs exploding in 2077.
I might have to go check my vault real quick.
Oh, okay.
Did you get your pitbull charged?
I thought you were gonna do that for Wednesdays.
I'll do. So I'm thinking I'm changing it. I think I'm going to just play a game, like if it's a story, and try to finish the story before I move on to the next game. Or if I start getting bored or something like that, then I'll substitute a party game like Mario or something like that in there. But I think I'm going to try to consistently play one game, and then move on to the next story game, and then the next story game. Once I do, and I don't want to do like the entire series because God, that would be a lot of fucking Fallout.
Yeah, that would be.
I think once I finish New Vegas, I might do BioShock in between.
Okay. So you gotta
And
let me
then
know how
go
that
back to
goes so that I can figure out.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I might, because I have to figure out if that's even going to work.
Yeah.
Hey, Faj, I have a thought about tomorrow, and this is up to Chef as well.
I didn't do it.
Can it be 1 through 6 as Helldivers?
Huh?
Want to play Helldivers tomorrow?
I missed out twice last week.
I will not be around tomorrow.
Oh yeah, he's gonna.
Never mind.
Yeah, he's gonna be at.
No, I'm gonna hopefully be recording the last episode of the season. So.
Okay, never mind them.
No, I mean you guys can go. You guys can play it. It's
yeah,
not a big deal.
You could always be us two doing, democracy.
Okay, yeah, just I have not played since the last time we played a month ago.
All right, so we gotta get you caught up. All right, fine. Tomorrow is gonna be Democracy Day.
Sounds good to me.
Woo!
Are you at least getting ready, Chef? Because we do have to raid you.
Yes, I am getting ready. God.
Yeah, I'm demanding, aren't I?
Yeah, fucker.
You bitch.
You're the bitch.
You're the bitch.
Don't you get started with me.
Oh, I'm getting all started with you. Hey, what's
all
up, Donkey
started?
Kong? Appreciate you being here. And
Lies.
just so you know, I do apologize. We're actually going to be ending the stream in about a minute or two, and we'll be raiding my buddy Chef here because he's going to be playing a little bit of Fallout.
Or will I? Dun 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 dun.
Mods?
Hey, the spring sale on Microsoft is going.
Hey, Chef, are you doing any mods, or I'm assuming you're playing the expansions. I don't think you can get it without it now.
I am playing the OG, no mods, no nothing.
Okay. So OG, no mods, no nothing. New Vegas?
Yes, because I have never played a Fallout.
Okay, so this will be. You know what? Honestly, out of all of them, New Vegas is probably a good one for you to start with.
Well, I got told by someone that it was their favorite game, or their favorite Fallout, and then Brian was playing it, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, we'll go ahead and give it a shot.
I'll say it's tied for my number one. Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas, I think, are the two best.
Now, is
For
it
completely different reasons.
because of the dog?
No.
Okay.
Fallout New Vegas has an awesome storyline and great mechanics. Fallout 4, I'm a builder freak.
Ah. Okay.
Like, I showed up to a settlement and wondered why I needed to defend it. I
all
might
right, guys.
have built them self-defensive.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump out and finish getting set up. Just, I guess somebody keep an eye out for when I go live, or if it's a minute, I will message you.
Yeah, I will.
So
Look at the Twitch and see when you going the live. Hurry up, bitch. Alright, everybody, so let's get ready because we are going to be raiding my buddy Chef. And he's gonna be playing some waste. Yeah, he's gonna be playing some Fallout. And of course, tomorrow it's gonna be me and Oda here playing a little bit of Helldivers 2 for Democracy. We got to get Oda caught up because he's missed out on Democracy for 2 weeks now.
I may never have a chance to shoot a robot in the face. I never had a chance to shoot one.
But you may have a chance to shoot some alien scum.
The actual aliens or just...
No, actual aliens.
I'm still not convinced those... Yeah, I'm actually not convinced that those bugs are alien.
So, yeah, no, I'm almost certain that the theory that Chef gave to us is true. That we're the ones that created them. But the Illumites, which are in Helldivers 1, are the aliens that came in, and oh my god. Apparently, from what people have been telling me, because I haven't played Helldivers 1, but from what people have been telling me, in Helldivers 1, the Illumites have shields, they have regeneration, they have energy-based weapons, and they're going to be a giant fuck show to fight.
So, first we had to deal with the Zerg, and now they're bringing in the Protoss.
That's what it looks like. Because part of the map is because we've only been fighting on the east and west. North and south have been untouched and unexplored.
I'm just surprised. Like, I'm assuming they're going to bring back the automatons, because that's a lot of work. But I guarantee they might have removed them because of the fact that nobody wanted to fight them.
No, it's because we completed the orders.
No, but my point is that I actually would not be surprised if, because the automatons are nowhere near as popular as the bugs, they might remove them so they can rework them and then bring them back later.
Oh yeah, no, they're bringing them back. It's just more than likely, from what they've been saying, is the map's going to expand. So we're going to get a bigger part of the map, and we're going to see more of where the past where we already are, and that might be where the automatons are, including also the Terminites. But this also opens the door to the Illumites and another race potentially that, if I remember correctly, was talked about in the first game but never showed up.
That would be funny.
So we'll have to wait and see. But Chef is live, and let's start the raid, shall we? And thank you so much for those roses on TikTok. I appreciate it, but we are actually ending the stream here. And of course, for those of you that are Patreon subs, please do look forward to me posting the next chapter of the book that I am writing for y'all to read. Because I'm almost done with it.
I just had a fun idea.
Yeah?
You should record audiobook version of your book.
I was thinking about that, but I wanted to finish the book first.
No, I'm saying when it's done, because dude, you make a great voice actor. You're great at it. And I think voicing your own book might be a way to get you out there.
That's actually a good idea. I like that. But yeah, no, I'm gonna work on a little more of that later today. Either way, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Oda. Thank you, Chef. I really appreciate y'all so much for being part of the Goofs and my friends. Now, let's give Chef some love. And I will see everybody again tomorrow, where me and Oda are going to go shoot some Terminate scum for democracy.
Pew pew.
Bye.
Welcome everybody to the Bunch of Goofs podcast. Here's our host, Asian Fasha Gamer, and his co-hosts, Odacia and Hey I'm Chef. And together they are the Bunch of Goofs.
Well, hey there, everybody. I just wanted to remind y'all that Bunch of Goofs is recorded in front of a live audience during a live cast on Twitch.